Since Spacies.
G'day! Brian here from Since Spacies, and this is my continued look at the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. And for today's video, we are going to be looking at Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, it's been a little while since I did any videos in this series. My channel got busy. I did one or two videos that got attention worldwide. Next thing you know, I'm forgetting to do any of these videos in this series, but I'm going to finish it off because it's been 2 years now, I think, that I've been ongoing with this series, and I'm going to finish what I started. And yeah, so today we're going to be looking at Sonic 3. We're getting up to the good games in the series. So for those of you who don't know, I've been looking at all the games in the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection, which came out on the PlayStation 3 and also on the Xbox 360, and we are getting into the good parts of that series. All the games beginning with S, and there's a few good ones in amongst that lot. So without mucking around any further, let's take a look at Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Gotta go fast! So, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and yeah, this came out after I had left Sega back in the day. Gonna start a new file. So, well, right away I can tell you that this part here was originally meant to be a surfboard, and they opted out and replaced it with the plane instead to tie in with Sonic 2. And I'm going to address the elephant in the room right away, and that is Michael Jackson and Sonic 3. Now, I asked Al Nielsen if he had any knowledge that Michael Jackson was involved in the music with this game, and he replied no comment. And I've got a theory as to why they're so tight-lipped about whether or not he was, which is kind of unusual because I missed that. They acknowledge it in this game. They say that he was originally meant to be a composer. They don't say he was. But when you go to Google, because you know Google's right and internet's always right, they actually say that the composer is Michael Jackson. They state it like as a matter of fact. So I think it's a case of believe what you want to believe. Now, the reason why I think that Sega are not wanting to admit freely that Michael Jackson had anything to do with this game is they're probably afraid that the Jackson Foundation is going to come after them and try to claim unclaimed royalties, backdated. And we're potentially talking millions, right? Millions of dollars of unpaid royalties if they can prove that Michael Jackson had unpaid work in this game. That's potentially. I don't know how. Like, I think what it is that Sega know that the Jackson Foundation's lawyers are probably better than theirs, so they don't want to go down that road. Which kind of sucks because now every time a compilation pack comes out, we no longer are going to get Sonic the Hedgehog 3 potentially. That's gonna suck because this is a really good game. Now, I'll let you in on another little secret. I've never really played this game. I know, big Sonic fan here. Reason being is because when this game came out, I was too busy playing this Sonic CD. The better version, by the way, because this has got the real kick-ass music in it, as opposed to what was released on the Sega CD. So yeah, I kind of looked at this as, well, this can't be as good because it doesn't have CD music. I think I got that kind of wrong. This is a good game. No way can I question that. It is a really good game. However, there are parts about this game I don't like, and this is one of them. The bonus stages, oh my god, they're annoying. They're graphically impressive, but man, they are so frustrating. I very rarely, if at all, successfully get through one of these, and it's just way too challenging. Oh, another little did you know fact. It was originally meant to say, instead of get the blue spheres, it originally said get the blue balls. I can't make that up. And the guys, you can imagine the guys at Sega of America snickering and laughing, and the Japanese programmers were like, what's your problem? And then they probably had to explain it to him. Oh, this is just way too hard. Come on, he can do it. I'm doing this the hard way, I tell ya. Getting better. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Sorry, but you just witnessed the very first time I got an emerald in Sonic 3. I've done it on Sonic Mania, but never on Sonic 3 before. So, yes. They're just too hard, though. You shouldn't be having to scrap for a freaking emerald that hard. And 2 extra men. Perfect. And a continue. Alright, let's move on. Another little thing about this recording is this is my 4th attempt at getting this recorded for the channel. Because reasons. I've had technical issues in getting this damn thing up on the channel. I want you to please tell me in the comment section down below, what is your favourite Sonic the Hedgehog level ever? Favourite Sonic the Hedgehog level ever? Comment away. Also, this was meant to be a much bigger game. This was not meant to be one title. But it was too big at the time, so they had to the hell's secret little bit there? That was weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they were originally wanting this to be a much bigger game, but then they decided in the end, oh, I hate that. And I got no rings. Oh, thanks, Tails. Oh, just get good, will ya? They decided in the end to split it into 2 games. I got all the way up there just for that? Come on, there's got to be more. So they ended up splitting this game into 2. And that's where one of the most cleverest bits of engineering in video game history came about, in my opinion. And that was the release of Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, come on. Get good, will ya, Brian? So, for those of you who don't know, and I'll show you in a bit, but Sonic and Nails was a... Sonic and Nails. Sonic and Knuckles was a add-on cartridge that you could... So that's the cartridge there, and you could put Sonic 2 on top and get Knuckles in Sonic 2. Or you could put Sonic 3 on there. I'm not going to do this twice in a row. And play with Knuckles in this game. Just awesome add-on, if you ask me. Back before DLC was even heard of. Alright, I'm aiming for 2 Chaos Emeralds. Looking for blue balls. Can I find any blue balls? The longer I go without finding any blue balls, the harder it gets. No jokes in the comment section down below, please. It's just immature. Extra man, yup, tonight. Oh, he's going to do this the hard way. Not gonna fall for that trick this time. Oh no! Oh, Oh, so close. I'll get an extra man and a continue. Anyway. So what was I saying? Yes, Sonic and Knuckles. Great bit of engineering. And it took me ages to get a copy. Really had to fight to get a copy of Sonic and Knuckles. Get up there. Thank you. And in the end, the only way I could get a copy of Sonic Knuckles boxed, I'm talking boxed here, was to buy an entire Genesis, not Mega Drive, Genesis. I had to buy it from the States. And who did that? Who came up with that platform idea? Disappearing platforms, really? Nah. So I had to buy a Genesis 2, Model 2, complete inbox, and it came with Sonic and Knuckles. I was so stoked when I found it. So I had a loose copy for a while. I think I picked it up from cash converters, you know, just like a hock shop. But never had it in box. So I was glad to pick that up. Actually, I'll show you at the end of the video. I've just got to keep an eye on the battery. So like I said, I've been trying many times to get this recording going, and this is the 4th attempt. So back to when I was working at the Gamesman, where computer games are our game, or video games are our game. That was their motto. Yeah, I got sick of hearing the Sonic 3 intro music over and over and over again. They had it on a loop, and it done my head in. Well, that could have worked out better. Oh, come on, guys. Is Tails better in this than he was in Sonic 2? I don't know. Yay! You can see that they really tried to push the Mega Drive to the absolute maximum. Knuckles, why you gotta be such a jerk? Actually, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get this to work on the first take, because I'm probably going to jinx myself here, but when I first played this level, I was really bad at it. But I think I've gotten better. We'll see. One of the coolest things about Sonic Mania is the drop dash attack. That's when you, before you land, you hold down the jump button and Sonic goes into an immediate dash. It's awesome. I just think that was one of the coolest. If you got nothing else from that game, the drop dash was just by far the best addition to that game. And if anyone hasn't seen already, I have a review of Sonic Mania. You might want to check that out. Why did I do that for? Get a bubble. I hate the drowning sound. It does my head in. That will make good thinking music. Alright, you got 10 seconds. So I think one of the best parts about Sonic in general is these parts where it's just going mental and you're just watching, don't know what's going on. But at the downside is that you get punished for exploring in this game, I think, somewhat, especially in some of the later levels. This level's relatively easy, not really that much to work out. Except don't jump too early like I just did then. Wow. Oh, one thing that was really weird. So I was working at a video game store at the time when this game came out. And I gotta say, one of the weirdest things that I had to deal with was, after being such a Sega fanboy and then working for the company Sega, I then started to work in the... Oh, by the way, I love the little color touch there that they make the color of the sign behind the water slightly different to the rest of the stage. Anyway, I'm waffling again. Oh no, come on! This is what I try not to do. No, 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 no! Come on! I'm dead. So hard. You got to get that first part right. But yeah, one of the weirdest parts about working in a video game store at the time was having to push Nintendo products for the first time. So I actually had to start getting a crash course on Nintendo products. Now, I had a Super Nintendo while working at Sega. In fact, I was taking calls on Alex Kidd while doing Hadoukens. That's a true story. People will be calling in and they'll be asking, when is Street Fighter 2 coming out on the Mega Drive? I'll be sitting there doing Hadoukens on the Super Nintendo. Don't know, mate. We're still waiting on a word. So bad. And I think that I think I remember seeing the CEO walk past and see me play a Super Nintendo, but just did not care. Could you imagine if I'd tried that crap while working for Sega of Japan? I'd probably be walked off site in shame. You bring dishonor. Just stupid. Now I gotta go in with just nothing but 3 rings. Yeah, so one of the weird things about the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection is that yes, it's got Sonic free, and yes, it's got Sonic and Knuckles, but there was no way that you could get the two of them together. They didn't have enough time to program that in, they said. They ran out of development time. Which I think kind of sucks. I mean, that could have been a DLC or a patch. Oh, come on. So yeah, I think it's kind of sad that they couldn't work out how to get that into the game. But at least it's even in the game. Yeah, so at least it's even in the game, because in the Sonic collection for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, you don't even get the option of playing this. They just remove Sonic free altogether, which is just insane. And it comes back to that theory that I've got, that they're worried about the Michael Jackson Foundation. I wonder how much of a threat that really is. This reminds me too much of Marble Madness. Is it Marble Madness? Or Marble Palace? The second level in Sonic 1. Not a fan of that level. Which is kind of sucks because yeah, that level is the very second level in any Sonic game, and the whole point of Sonic was about the speed, and then they slow the pace of the game right down with that crap level. It was just, I think, really bad. Don't know where I'm going. Oh, fire. Yes, thank you. Oh, easy come. Easy bloody gone. Ah! I can't be the only one that's crap at Sonic 3. Come on. Oh, come on! Ah. One thing I gotta say about Sonic games compared to Mario, I think the music is always better in a Sonic game. Okay, there have been exceptions. There have been some very good Mario soundtracks. Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 come to mind, but I think overall Sonic has just been very constant with the music. Even in Sonic 06, the only good thing that came out of that game was some of the music in that game. Yes, it had some redeeming features. I remember being so disappointed with Sonic 6. Because I was looking so forward to it. You know, the first HD Sonic game. Yeah, here we go. And it was shite. It was terrible. I didn't mind the cutscenes except the kissing bit and all that nonsense. But I just felt that they lost the plot. And it turns out there was a good reason for the game being really bad. And that was because there was internal fighting between staff members and the director. Oh, I thought I was dead then. I thought I was definitely gone. Alright, what am I doing? What am I going? Where am I going? Up. Alright. And I think it's kind of embarrassing that Sonic Forces was supposed to be, you know, Sega's big return to form. And then they get upstaged by these little punks that nobody has heard of before. Am I back? Ah. Oh, come on. Yeah, so they got upstaged by a bunch of nobodies. Sonic fans, that was it. And those nobodies are going to end up taking over the franchise. I would say that's going to end up happening. It might cause Sega some embarrassment, but I think it's probably the best outcome. For Sonic fans anyway. Go down. But everyone's wondering now, can Christian Whitehead, can he perform that same kind of magic on 3D? I don't know, because he's never done anything 3D before. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but he hasn't proven it yet. So, and 3D is always more difficult to pull off than 2D games are. It has to be said, I don't know how Mario 64 turned out so well first go. Which is a game I don't own. I still got to get. I've got emulation versions of it, but not physical copies. Oh, why did I go down here for? Yeah, let's make him go through all that crap before he gets the invincibility, which renders that whole invincibility pointless. I gotta say, my favourite Sonic level, besides Green Hill Zone, because that will always be iconic, probably Casino. Oh no, I like Wacky Workbench on Sonic CD. A lot of people haven't played it. If you haven't played Sonic CD yet, you really got to get on that. Sonic Mania borrows heavily from Sonic CD, and I think it's probably the one game that they get their most influence from. The biggest influence from. Come on, I need a ring. I need this level to end. Don't stand there. Oh, what? Give me my ring. Now I gotta hurry up, gotta get a wiggle on it. Yeah, I don't like these parts where you're on a time limit because something's big is happening. What? What happened there? What you talking about, Willis? I gotta continue. It's a good thing I got that continue before. Here he is, Sonic with his 6 rings. No rings. Yeah, I was trying to get some cheap hits in. What? What? Ah, bugger this. Well, that's been my Let's Play, my quick look at Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But before I go, I have something over here that I'm going to show you. I have my little Sonic collection here. We've got Sonic 1, which I purchased while working for Sega, or before I worked there. Actually, I picked this up. So that's the original one. And I've got the Genesis instruction manual with that, along with the original old school color instruction manual for that one. Oh, and also as a bonus, the membership application form for the Sega Club, which I worked for. So there's that. And then we got this. This only just came into the post yesterday, so I've only just acquired this. I used to have it on Game Gear, and then that got stolen years back. Anyway, so there's that. Then we got Sonic 2, my special copy, which is without any artwork because I got this before it was released. So I used to walk around the road shows showing off Sonic 2 dressed up in my Sega official uniform. Yeah, so that was a special addition to my collection. And we got Sonic 2, which was donated to the channel. Thanks, Cameron, for that. Oh, I'm going to move these out of the way. We've got Sonic 3. Power release and Japanese. I don't have a cartridge. It's empty. I've got to get that later. But I picked this one up just recently in Japan, and it is immaculate condition. The warranty card and everything is still in place. The Japanese just look after their stuff better than we do in the West. Then we're coming down to the last two, which is Sonic and Knuckles, which is what I got with my Genesis that I purchased off online just recently. And there's my loose copy of that, so I've got 2 copies. And last of all, we've got Sonic CD, which I showed you earlier. Probably one of my favorite in the collection still. I still like Sonic CD. I love the music. The soundtrack for me to Sonic Mania was really cool because they extended on this, which I thought would never happen. So that was really cool. Anyway, that's been my look at Sonic 3 on the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. The next video to come up will be Sonic and Knuckles, which I was surprised to see is on this collection, but it's there. So that will be the next. This will be the next video coming up on the channel. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, check out my Patreon page below and give us a like, comment away, and subscribe, more importantly enough. My name has been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.
Since Spacies.